Hello everybody, this is Dan here, and I am standing at Emerson Middle School on the field because right over there, next to that light pole, I just happened to film a siren, an outdoor warning siren, that was pretty much right around next to that pole over there. And that siren actually happens to be my Whelen. But today has been officially 10 years since I filmed this siren, sounding off for a monthly test. And from where I'm standing at least it was a good enough estimation, is where I filmed from. And that's the school right there. And I'm going to share with you some things. First off, I have right here a 100 watt speaker driver. This is one of the 16 speaker drivers that I got, or that came with my siren. So part of the sound came out through this when I filmed it. Let's see what it says. Atlas sound. It's kind of hard to hold this because it's pretty heavy. But, yep, that's where the sound comes out. It comes out right there. And it's got a screw cap on it, so it screws into the horn. And the terminals are right there to where it plugs into. There's the red one, that's the red terminal, and the black's the other side. So you can tell, like, when I've been filming my siren sounding off or showing the demo of it, I always had the speaker driver facing the ground like that. That helps reduce the noise, because if I had it pointing up like that, it'd be ridiculously loud. And, of course, you would have to use hearing protection, but just get a little close-up view on it. And I got my high school planner. I even wrote down, just give me a sec here. Oops. Give me one sec here. Okay. Alright. So, here's December of 2007. I wrote 2008 up there just to show that I graduated that year because I was a patriotic fan. But December 1st, right there, was a Saturday. Emerson Siren Day. And that's my drawing of a Whelen. You can at least get the idea. Not a very good drawer, but I did what I could, and I wrote it in Franklin Patriot colors, so that's just a mark down on my planner that I have saved over the years as a remembrance of what I did that day. And it was a great day, too. It was actually overcast, and I think it snowed later on, but, yeah. And this is my old camcorder. As you can tell, the camcorder I'm using right now in my hand, my right hand that I'm shaking right now, is brand new. And it should be high definition. This is high quality. So, this camera still works. It's just I wanted to get a new one with better quality. So, but this is a Panasonic SDR H18. And it's, I actually bought this camcorder 10 years ago, so it shouldn't be that bad, and it's still in good shape, and I'm still going to probably keep it, but I wanted to have a good new one. So, if you'll just stand by for a sec, I'm going to show you up close of the actual spot where the siren stood. Okay, continuing on, I'm not exactly darn sure if I'm actually standing on the right spot or not, but somewhere between this light pole and actually when the siren was in service, this light right here did not look like this. And the other thing is, this light used to face, I believe, towards that direction. Towards this way anyways. So other than that, let's see. There was sort of a visible crater around here that had where the utility pole once stood. So I don't know if maybe this was supposed to be it here, or maybe, or it could have been right over here, right where I was standing at, right here. So this, I don't know if this is it or not, but this could be the actual spot, or somewhere here. I don't really have a very good reference, but it was somewhere over here. But this part of this section of the school right here is the library, so can you imagine being there trying to read a book when the sirens sounded off, or having to stand right over there, the corner right there? It had to be deafening loud. So anyways, what I want to say is that back in 2004, I remember there was a time back in 2004 that the siren sounded off for a warning. And what happened was, on that day, I was in my 6th grade class, and we were watching a video about like volcanoes or something. And I also remember that there was in the video there was a federal, what looked like a Federal Signal Model 2 siren sounding off, and I thought it was pretty interesting. So then about 3 minutes later, I heard another siren sound off, which actually I thought at first was coming from the video I was watching, but apparently it was actually the Whelen behind the school, and it was sounding off for the real deal. And just in case you were wondering, the Whelen was not owned by school property. It was part of the city siren system. Sorry, I'm kind of getting used to my new camera here, but and the sun's kind of in my face too, so I can't really see too well. But what I want to say is I was kind of in this sort of that section of the school right over here. I was in one of my classes, and we had to take shelter in one of the restrooms. But we didn't really have any damage in our school, but we did had to take shelter, and our school principal allowed people to take shelter inside. And what else was there? I think it was hailing outside, but I remember when that siren was sounding off, it was really loud. Really, really loud. And I'm not exactly sure what else to describe, but yeah, it was pretty. I thought it was pretty amazing how, like, you know, you get to hear a siren sounding off, and our school bells were sounding off too, to warn people about the tornado. So, or, you know, it was probably a tornado warning or a severe thunderstorm warning, but everyone took shelter, and there were some people that were kind of nervous, but yeah, I mean, I'm really proud to own my siren, and I don't think, can't really describe anything else here, but yeah, I mean, when West Shore Service uninstalled the siren, I would have to assume the spot had to be somewhere here of where the pole used to be anyways, but yeah, so I'll give you a little pan shot of the scenery of the school property. It looks pretty good. Oh, and there are also times during my school years when we went out onto this track field right here for like our gym classes. Of course, I kept staring at the thing, and I was nervous about it, but I loved doing it. And this flagpole right here was not here during the time I was here, but it's pretty new install. This thing was installed after my Siren was taken down. And then when I was out there in the field, there were times where I felt like the Siren was going to sound off by accident. So I kind of had a little nervous of having to stand in front of the thing. But at the same time, I've also kept staring at it because I just loved it, and it was just my kind of desire. But other than that, I just want to thank you all for watching, and I'll be looking forward to making more videos later in the future.